And it's like,
I'm going back to a level I can play. No, I'm just gonna go back and get more lives while we talk, because we're almost done. And I don't want to play that level anymore.
okay, fine with me.
So, but we could finish up this talk. Like, I really hate crying, because then I think people will think that I'm trying to manipulate them, you know. And of course they don't think that, but it's what my sister thought. So, I don't know.
You know.
And it's really hard because, you know, my parents still love her, you know, because she was their first baby, and she'll always be their baby, you know?
Right.
And especially now that she's on medication, they say that, like, every part of that, what used to be her, is gone. Which is a little sad, because it shows that everything I know about my sister was because of the illness.
Right.
But, it also means that she's no longer as afraid as she was, and she gets along with my mother just fine. They have, like, times where they go and bake cookies for hours on end, and it's something she never would have been able to have before this.
But...
And they actually have a relationship now, whereas before it was always walking on eggshells, worried if they would say something that would set her off.
Yeah, eggshells, dude. Eggshells are...
And it's difficult for me because, like, I understand my parents will always love her and always want to have her in their lives and that kind of thing, but I don't really want anything to do with her, because I don't feel any sisterly love towards her.
Right.
Because we didn't bond as sisters. We bonded as emotional abuse, and it's hard because I don't want to blame someone for the illness, because it was the illness doing it, right?
Right.
And now the illness is gone, so I don't really know how I feel about that.
Well, this is kind of... There are periods of time where I do kind of wonder whether making myself so medicated that I kind of become zombie. Like, some days that sounds like, because I think so much and it doesn't stop. Some days that sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah.
But, like, I tell the doctors I see, I say, look, if I'm on no medication at all, like, I'm a wreck. And if I'm on too low medication, like, I will cry at everything. Like, I will turn a song on the radio, and within 5 seconds I will start crying. Like, if my medication is too low. But I tell them, I say, medicate me enough to get me stable, but not to the point where I'm a zombie.
Yeah.
Like,
that is the trick. That's the delicate dance of medication.
Right. And I feel like I've gotten to a decent point. But you see, the thing is, I was on the same thing for like 10 years, and then they're like, let's start messing with it. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I went up on...
Brain medication is always an inexact science, and it frustrates me.
Right, and some people are like, oh, it hurts you more. You know, and I've been on these medications since, you know, and I'm kind of starting to wonder now, too, if there's a hormonal component to this as well that they've been ignoring for a long time that I need to start looking into, that I've been talking about I need to start looking into for months, but I'm kind of a procrastinator inherently. I think I am not a procrastinator because I'm afraid of things. I'm just a procrastinator because I'm a procrastinator. But it's, you know, it's like that balance of, like, you know, like, really needing to just put in the work. And that's why it's so nice to have this guy around, because he's like, he's just like, he challenges that, but, like, not in a way where I won't, like, get, like, super mad at him and just want to tell him to shut up and go away. Like, and even, you know, my best friend, you know, my online best friend, to a certain extent, does that too. Like he'll talk about things, but at a certain point, if I want to say, okay, drop it, I'm done with this for right now, he'll just go, okay, we're done.
Those are good friends.
Yeah, and I was
friends
worried.
know when to drop it.
Right, exactly. Where it's like, sometimes with Quinn, it's just like, you know, I you know, haven't been seeing him long, but sometimes it's just like, dude, just stop, please. And he's like, okay, yeah, okay, we get it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Really, it's okay,
Let's just
stop,
go.
please.
Let's just
And
leave.
he'll figure it out eventually. But it it's hard to see myself as others see me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy to see myself as the person that I kept telling myself I was
Yeah.
for so long. Like, because I would basically ditch out of lunch every day and eat lunch. I mean, this sounds kind of dramatic, except it's true.
Mm.
I would ditch lunch in junior high and I would eat lunch in the stairwell. I would eat lunch really quickly and then I would go to the stairwell and basically be like, you suck. You're a horrible person. I hate you. No one will ever. And I did that like
Yep.
every school day for months. So that's the kind of shit I'm trying to undo.
Yeah. Like when I'm sitting. Oh, lag. Hello. When I'm sitting alone with myself, I'll just like suddenly have an intrusive thought of, damn, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone hates you just as much as I do.
Right. And
You
it's
know.
like, no.
No, they don't, but
And so, like, having really solid people in my life who are just like
did you want to play that level again? Because I could pass the control over to you, but I'm done with that level.
no, I'm kind of done with it too. It's not, like, and because I didn't believe in dating in high school while I was a high schooler, which
Yeah.
is really ironic because my brother met his now wife when he was in high school. So because I was like, oh, they're never going to last. It's just these relationships that are just going to happen for a couple of months. And what's the point of doing something if it's not going to be consistent? I'm
Yep.
saying this like as a 17 or an 18-year-old. I'm like, because I wasn't ready. I was never ready. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now I'm kind of sort of ready. Oh crap, everyone I would go for is either dating, engaged, or married. And it's like,
Well, fuck.
it's like my pool has gone away. And, like,
Yep.
and then I don't even know what to do. And then, like, I don't even have, like, any concept of what a relationship should be. And then, like, now I'm an adult, so, like, I'm working and other people are working. Like with college, like, you're pretty much always around each other because it's college and you see each other a lot more. Like, but with adult relationships, you don't, it's like you work and he works and you work and, it's like trying to coordinate schedules. You don't get that consistent interaction, And like I remember it was really hard when Eddie started working, and because we talked every day before he moved to San Francisco. And when he moved to San Francisco and started working and started getting a social life, we didn't talk every day, and that was really, really hard for me to deal with because it was like, because I was so used to it, and like, but I mean, we've gotten over that.
Mm-hmm.
And now when he finally kind of started becoming more social, he didn't let his ex-girlfriend control his life all the time anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the benefit of that is I can text him now. Because
Yeah.
I couldn't text him when he was still kind of under the control, like
Right.
pseudo control of his ex-girlfriend. I couldn't
Right.
text him. And then like he would be like, and we would talk every day, and then we couldn't talk when she was around, and then we'd be able to talk again.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that is major bullshit.
This video's going kind of long, so I'll probably just split it myself later.
Yeah. But yeah, that was major bullshit.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
There we go.
All
okay.
right.
Now my turn.
Oh, to get lives. I thought you meant to talk.
No.
but-
I did want to interject because I was
Yeah,
suddenly
what's up?
reminded of something that I had repressed about my sister. It doesn't have anything relevant to anything other than just to show you more why I just really don't want anything to do with her, to show what she was capable of. When this was the same point where, like, she said it was good that I was crying. Like, in the midst of crying, I heard her telling our parents that if I didn't talk to her alone, I remember she was trying to talk to me alone, and I didn't want to.
Right.
And she was basically quartering us at like this public place anyway. But she has a young son who is not in her custody anymore. I think I told you about that, but I don't think I said it on camera. But at the time, she was with the father of her child at that point, and she said to our parents that if I didn't go talk to her alone, she was not going to let them see her son anymore.
Oh my God.
And at that point, I hadn't worked through my issues, so that made me hate myself more, because
Right,
here
absolutely.
I was making things harder for our parents because
Right,
I
yeah.
didn't want to talk to her. Now they weren't going to be able to see their grandson, you know.
Right.
And I didn't see that as the horrible manipulation tactic that it was.
Right. That's awful.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah. I'm glad that she doesn't have custody of her son anymore, because
Yeah, that's good.
I can't imagine what would have happened.
He might have not but like this is true too, like the influence. I mean, like I don't want to talk I still
No,
live
no.
in my parents' house, so I don't want to talk too much, but
It's
there
okay.
is like a strong like parental influence, because my mom was always super anxious all the time, so, and I pick up on vibes really easily, so
Mhm.
maybe I just picked up on that vibe and I got used to it and kind of internalized it and just thought that
Yeah.
that was normal, and now I'm kind of like,
People are complex. It could have happened.
but like the other thing, this is kind of a lighter, semi-lighter topic. If we don't mind transitioning to
Yeah,
that,
that's fine. I'm done. I was just remembered that. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god damn it.
But it's kind of sad, because you're saying like with your parents and like parental influence and stuff like that. So my mom has this like lifelong friend of hers, and my mom's friend, we call her our aunt, but like she's not really our aunt, like one of those.
Mhm.
And her son is almost 17, and like I thought I was gonna have a hard time being independent and stuff like that. He's
Mhm.
gonna be so fucked up, dude, because she's like paranoid, right?
Oh.
She's one of those paranoid, and she's always sending texts to my mom about, oh, this person got killed in this way, and like,
Oh
oh,
no.
like this food product is really bad for you. You should stop eating it, and like all this crazy.
Maybe
shit.
he'll persevere.
No.
No.
Well,
I can hope you'll make it out, but
But like I remember like it was like his 13th or 14th birthday party or something like that, and he didn't want to go to the bathroom by himself because he thought he would get like
murdered.
abducted or something. Yeah,
Okay.
or, like kidnapped.
Yeah, children really pick up on what parents say. It's
Oh yeah, and apparently too, like my mom wanted to go out because their birthdays are around the same time, and so my mom wanted to go out to dinner with her and texted her and said, "Hey, do we want to set up dinner or something like that?" Oh God, I don't know if he knows about these videos.
oh.
If he does, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to finish my point for the people.
We're very
Oh.
sorry if you know about these videos. I'm sure you're a wonderful person.
You're a good kid. I won't even say his name. You're a good kid, but you're a good dude. But so my mom was like, "Hey, you want to go out to dinner, right, for our birthdays?" And my aunt was like, "Oh, we probably can't go out for dinner unless I get my sister to come over and keep him company. It'll have to be a lunch."
Okay.
Isn't that basically just a babysitter?
Yeah.
He's almost 17.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
And I said to my mom, I said, like, I remember like when they started leaving the house, like I would be so absorbed in whatever I was doing. They'd be like, "We're back. Are you okay?" And I would be like,
What?
"You weren't even gone." Like,
What? And they said, "We told you we left." And we're like,
yeah,
"Oh."
exactly. And I'd be like, and then it's like, "Oh, we can," like I think it was after my brother went to or like I think I was in my mid-20s when my parents went on vacation for like their honeymoon or something like that, and I stayed home for a week by myself, and I was totally fine. Like I know it was like still like maybe 22, 23 or something like that, but like I was like, you know, like he like I'm sorry, like I just feel so, and I've been saying like he's not going to turn out well since he was about 12, so and it hasn't gotten much better. So I'm like,
here's to you, kid. Hope you beat the odds.
And like, my God.
Sorry, but we're gonna bet against you.
I don't want to. He's a good person. It just he's so dependent. So dependent, and like I so badly want to be independent, right? I just don't have the tools right now to be able to do that and not like sleep the rest of the time I'm not doing stuff. And like and so I get torn because I'm like I feel so bad that like I'm almost 30 and I still live at home, and then I have a brother who's like married and out of state.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, don't compare yourself to your brother. Yeah, I know, but
it's so easy.
I mean, he's only had one girlfriend that turned into his wife, and he has his own house, and like they've been married for over 3 years, and
well-paying job, you know.
Exactly. He works for the government. My sister-in-law works for the government, which means they're well paid. And I'm sorry, those of you who don't like people in the government, but like
they pay well.
They do pay well. They do pay well.
Say what you will.
Even his starting salary, it paid well. You know, like, and I was super happy that I got a raise recently. I got a 25-cent raise at work, and it took me a year and a half to get 30 cents at McDonald's. So I was floored. I'm like, 25 cents, that's amazing. And then I looked, and it's like my brother's pay grade what he was talking about at dinner, and I was like,
I'm sad now.
Shit. I was like, because government transparency and shit, like you can look that stuff up, but I'm like, oh my God, like, I feel horrible about my life right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard, but it's like...
Don't compare yourself to others, but it's so easy to do.
Right, I am where I am, and I need to be putting out more effort to get further. I get that, but it's just like...
Yeah. Well, anyway.
And funny enough, talking about my brother and our dinner pretty much puts us back to the beginning of where we started.
Yep.
So, how was... You know, so we did talk about our weeks,
yeah.
And then we got onto this massively long, hopefully interesting tangent about depression, anxiety, and Asperger's.
Yep. And emotional abuse and dealing with family members that you don't necessarily love. It's always hard.
Well, I love my parents. They're just incredibly
I was mainly talking about my sister, because I definitely don't love her in any sense of the word. I don't wish ill upon her, I just want nothing to do with her, you know.
I want one more try.
Okay. I'll go
in here. And then
we'll
end the video there.
Ba-doop. Last try.
Last try.
Mondo. I'm not getting you the life back, though.
Okay, that's fine.
And it was the exact same hammer.
Yep.
Who guessed it?
Who called that shit?
Who called it? Well, that's appropriate. Yeah. I hope it was interesting for everyone who listened. And yeah, I'm definitely going to split this video up. It's at 46 minutes.
Yeah. So, if somehow you got to the end or you just, whatever.
Thanks for listening.
DW. There are a lot of people in life who deal with anxiety, depression, and it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be real for you, but it's real for them.
Yep.
And you need to respect that.
Right, back to that topic of you can't fix it in the way you think that you can.
I never think we actually finished up on that. But
yeah.
We'll finish up on that. The best thing you can do if you know someone like this or someone's in your family or you happen to come across a friend is just I can't speak for Lizzie, but I'll speak for myself. Be available and be an open ear.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to, especially if you're a guy. Like, guys love fixing shit. So,
Oh yeah.
you know,
I love
like,
fixing things too, but this is not something that's fixed like normal. I wish it could be.
And if someone's old enough, they've been dealing with it long enough, they're probably working on trying to fix it. So for me, like, I just like to say, you know, be an open ear. Like, if I need you, cool. If not, cool. If I want to talk about something a little bit more in depth, fine. If not, fine. Like, just be flexible and open and loving.
My suggestion too is, depending on the person, you know, everyone's different, but don't be afraid to, like, refuse to be pushed away. Because, like, what I'll do, yay, the song! What I'll do is I'll assume people hate me, and so I'll isolate myself from them and let the slow fade happen, you know?
Yeah.
So if you know someone's suffering from depression and anxiety and those kind of things,
and you really, like, value their friendship and who they are as a person,
maybe just, like,
let them push you away.
Yeah, maybe they do need some time alone, but maybe, like, every so often go say, hey, how's it going? I haven't seen your face in a while and I miss it, you know?
Or just, hey, smiley face.
Yeah, that works too, but, like, just saying, you know, I miss your face, you know.
I miss you.
I would like to hang out sometime. That's what I need personally. Because I start to think people don't want to hang out with me. So
it's very easy to think, oh, they don't want to hang out with me, or, like, I think a lot, oh, they're mad at me because I said this one thing wrong in this conversation, and
I messed up the joke, so now they think I'm stupid, so I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation forever.
I love my friend too, because then I apologize for stuff, and he's like, I don't even remember us talking about that, and that's all I've been thinking about for 3 days, and it's like, I love your lack of memory, it's so adorable.
Yeah, so, I mean, everyone's different. Some people don't want to be pursued like that, but some people who have issues with, you know, self-worth and depression just need you to stick around even through, like, the dark times where we think that you don't want to.
Because, you know, if you're mad at us, then fine, but if you're not mad at us, we might think you're mad at us.
And it's not personal. We just think everyone's mad at us.
Yeah. Because we don't like ourselves, so
how could anyone else?
Other people like us if we don't like ourselves.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like you say you like me, and if I believe that, then I sometimes think that you just haven't known me long enough, and that you'll wise up once you realize everything that I know.
Yeah,
you know.
Which is why people need to stay around a really fucking long time for me to even be like, okay, cool.
So he does know everything about me and still likes me. Okay, then.
Okay,
I don't get it, but sure.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
I'll just stop worrying about it. But it takes years to get to that point.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's nothing personal.
Maybe it's different for other people, but for me and Lizzie, certainly, it's...
So, be kind to your depressed friends and try to be there for them if you value their friendship.
Yeah. And if you have people who are friends who are more anxious rather than depressed, just, like, I don't know, for me, for anxiety, like, it helps me to have someone ground me, like, in the moment, and just be like,
hey, it's okay.
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Like, did I say something wrong? No, we're cool.
What do you think you said wrong? I said this and this and this. Oh, that's not that bad.
Right.
Okay.
And just, like, reality check, because that helps too.
I did that with Bodhi with one of my anxiety problems. So, yeah, you just need someone to pat you down, bring you back down to earth.
Yeah.
Give you a pet on the head, you know. Yeah. Shh, it's okay.
It's okay, dude.
It's okay. All right. Well, thanks for listening to this long-winded...
Someone should count how many times I said dude in this video. Because I say that word so much.
Thanks for listening to our feelings jam.
Yeah.
As we randomly swear in it.
Yeah.
Due to Mario. Oh, Mondo. I think we can do it.
In progress, at least.
I think we can do it.
I think we can.
Next week, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have anything going on next week. We'll see.
I might.
I have something going on the 31st. So
we'll see what's up.
That's it in the morning, so I'm good then.
I think mine's in the afternoon, so I think we're probably good. But hopefully, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, after a really fucking long hiatus, it's nice to be recording more consistently again. I like it. So.
Depression. Well, now you guys know why we take big long breaks. It's just
exactly. Holidays and depression. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Do do.